Hey there, hi there. Kyle Souza here with another random tech thought for you. I want to talk about the Rack Studs Series 2 rack mounting hardware. I've got a little switch that I need to mount onto a short rack here, and I will put an affiliate link in the show notes for this product, but this is not paid product placement. I just got them, wanted to try them out, and they seem pretty legit. So I am using the 2.2 version, though there's a 3.2 version for thicker rails. And all you have to do is you put one of these in the top hole and bottom hole of your unit space, where you want, instead of putting screws in on the rack, you put these in to place. And this first part's the easiest part, getting the little screw thing in there. This is actually pretty ingenious. I think it's really cool. It's like a screw on one end, but it's a clip on the other end. And the way you do it is you put it in at about a 45-degree angle facing outwards. So outwards from the rack. And you want the clip side to be on the inner side of the rack. And then you get a nice little satisfying click when it's in place the right way. Did you hear that? Here, I'll do another one just so you could hear that click, which I'm sure isn't great audio for a podcast, but it does feel good to have that click in there. Next, you put on these little yellow tabs. Now these tabs, these are the hardest part of the process. So you go from the best part of the process to the worst part of the process, in my opinion. And you don't have to have tools to do any of this, though at the end tightening it with a flathead screwdriver is definitely beneficial, or a Phillips head, but I prefer the flathead because you can also use the flathead here. So now you get these little yellow tabs that have the perfect size indent on them for the pegs that you just put into your rack. And it's pretty easy to see that on one side of the indent there's a part that protrudes, and that fits into the hole fitting into your rack. Makes everything snap together real clean. Now, why they couldn't do this all as one piece, I don't know, but I'm not that kind of engineer, right? Now, you can, and I've seen videos of other people pushing in the yellow tabs with just their fingers, but for me, just using a flathead screwdriver to push on it, make sure it's flush, works out really well. Sorry about all the whirring noise in the background here. It is a server room. Next, you just line up what you're mounting on there, and you put them on there, and it sits pretty well. These screws can handle some weight, or these pegs that are plastic, they can handle some weight. And then you have these nice black screw covers, so it blends in really well. And I'm going to do top left corner, bottom right corner, top right corner of my thing here. Now that's interesting. This one that I pulled out is not threaded in the middle, so that is not good. One of these, well, it is threaded. It just seems to be bored rather big, I guess. But it is threaded. I'm only using the red pack here. There is a purple pack for the bigger ones. Maybe that one, maybe a piece from one bag slipped into the other. Maybe I grabbed the wrong thing, something along those lines. But I do my little kind of crisscross pattern for putting it on. Hand tighten all of them. And then if you want, at the end, you take your screwdriver again and you just tamp them all down with that. And then you've got a nice, secure, rack-mounted item. And it works out really well. So unlike my servers that are on rails that slide out and everything, instead of buying, spending $100 or more on a set of rails for this switch, or buying a shelf for it and then having to sit on the shelf, I can make this rack mounted like it was intended to be and use these little pegs. And all in all, I have it installed, and if I weren't talking, probably would have taken me 1 to 2 minutes, and I've been done. So pretty awesome. Well, thanks for listening. I am Kyle Souza. My blog is thetalkinggeek.com. This was a little intro to the Rack Studs Series 2 rack mounting product. Please rate, review, comment, subscribe, like, share, etc. Enjoy.